But when he come back in the evening time, the guru is saying to him, "Oh my child, tell me, how are you maintaining your physique in such a nature? You look very, very healthy. I know there has been no prior arrangement for you dining in the ashram, but there are meals there that you can have, but yet still I don't see you eating. Tell me, what is your recipe for looking like this? What is the recipe for being in such a nature?" And the child will say nothing. So the next morning, he get up and he went again, my dear friends, into the wilderness with the cows. And he grazed the cows and so forth. And after the cows started to eat of the grass and drink in the waters in the pond, Upamanyu, a little bit brilliant, he went to the village. And there, having gone in the village, Bhiksham Dedu, he started to ask of the villagers and the store vendors for fruits and something to eat. And then he would go back to the cattle, comfortable under a tree, and there he would eat of the meals that was given to him through begging. So he went home, and the young man is full to the brim. So the guru is asking him, "Oh Upamanyu, I'm surprised to see you so healthy and strong, and yet another day you have eaten nothing. Tell me, what is your recipe?" And then today he is saying to the guru, "Oh Guruvar, oh Guruji, allow me to speak. My chore is to take care and tend the cows in the wilderness. But I don't have to watchman the cows. The cows more or less feed themselves. And they know exactly where the ponds are to fetch water. And when the time for water, they will go there and quench their thirst. So I would leave the cows and I would go to the village from time to time, and I will beg of alms. And whatever is given to me, I will offer it to the Lord, and I will partake of it as bhajan. And hence, I am able to sustain myself." Parantu, when the guru heard that, the guru got a little bit annoyed. And the guru is saying to him, "Upamanyu, you have no respect for the other monks in the ashram? You are so selfish. All that you collect, you eat it up all alone?" Well, poor fella, nobody tell us how much he collected. I don't think he'll collect that much that he couldn't eat. But the guru is saying to him, "You are not allowed, if you are begging for alms on the outside, that you are not allowed to partake of it unless you bring it back to the ashram, and it is blessed by the guru and shared amongst your peers." And there was a sadness on the face of this little boy. And so it is, my dear friends. He says, "Joagya, as you command, O my guru, if this is what I must do, then whatever I collect on the outside, I will bring it back and we can share." And so it is, my dear friends, he went the next day. And he collected whatever charity, whatever alms he collected. He brought it back to the guru. The guru blessed it. And he said, "Okay, Upamanyu has brought some fruits and so forth. You can share it." But yet still, Upamanyu did not eat any from it. He did not eat any. And then, my dear friends, he went to bed. The next morning, he got up. Having gotten up, my dear friends, he went out on the vineyards, in the fields, once more. And my dear friends, he's grazing the cows. But this one day, the cows, some was expectant mothers and so forth, and they were milking the cow. So he decided to take the milk the cow, and drink of the milk. Not paying attention to the guru, that you cannot do that. Now, mind you, you might say to your heart, that is a very harsh guru. Not so? First of all, the guru did not give him any stipulation that he must eat. And now what he collect, now he had to share it with everybody else. But my dear friends, a guru is a teacher. And there are teachers who have many modes of teaching. I know some teachers who can't do anything, Mr. Rahman, without, you know what? They can't teach anybody anything without being, I want to say that word too hard. They're monitoring the YouTube and thing now, you know. Got to be very careful what you say. Cannot beat children and thing. But there are some teachers who strive in doing that. Pandit in your days, you ever beat up some children? Yes, I see Pandit I see Pandit believe in that. Roll up a copybook and pow, 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 pow. All right, go back in classroom. I was so amazed when I went to Gandhi many years ago. And the teacher sent 3 little boys to Pandit Gyan office. And I was there for some discipline. Pandit Gyan, very simple, roll up a copybook. I ain't letting him out, you know what. I was shocked. Roll up this copybook and say, what all you do? What all you come here for? Pow, pow, okay, go back. And he done. I don't know if that worked. But the point I'm making to you, there are many teachers who teach in different ways. There are parents who want to reprimand their children in different ways. Sometimes children want to go somewhere and parents say, no, you are grounded, you cannot go. Parents teach in different ways. So do teachers, so do gurus teach in different ways. So this guru, he says to Upamanyu, "O Upamanyu, if you drink the milk of the cow, then what the bacha, what the young one will do? How will they get milk? If you cuddle that cow and drink of the milk, how much milk was Upamanyu really drinking? Huh? How much milk could he drink from the cow?" But the guru is saying that is not allowed. That milk must be shared with everybody else. It must be worshipped, offered to God. And so Upamanyu took a chance and drank milk for a few days. And now he has been told that he cannot do that. But yet still, he is not eating, he is not drinking. But one thing, when the guru asked him something, he was always on point. Never did he, the word I'm looking for, never did he lie. He was always honest. He was always sincere. And my dear friends, you know when somebody lying, it can't hide for long, you know. You just know. If you are speaking to someone and someone is not telling you the truth, do you recognize that that person is not telling you the truth? Yes, if you analyze and do the right thing, you will know. So the guru knows that Upamanyu is always honest whenever he was asked a question. Always honest. And so it is, my dear friends, the next day when he was told that he cannot drink the cow's milk, if you milk the cow, you must bring it back to the ashram, and there everybody will share of this milk. The next day, Upamanyu went out to the field. And my dear friends, he is hungry. And being hungry, he cannot go and beg. That is out of it. He cannot drink the milk from the cows. That is out of it. So he saw the cows that was grazing, and those of you who knows about cows, when the cow is grazing and so forth, some saliva comes out of their mouth. It's called froth. So Upamanyu, he gobbled the froth from the cow. But when you do that, then the young one, the calf, will not go by the mother, the suckle of the mother's breast. And those are the arts of minding cows. I didn't know that. I never mind cow before. But after doing some research, when the cows let this froth out of their mouth, it is for a reason. The mother is saying to the young ones, come take your milk. So if Upamanyu catches up the froth from then the young calves will not know that it's time for them to feed. So when he went home in the evening time, the guru asked him, but Upamanyu, you are not drinking any milk, you're not eating anything, and yet still you are so healthy, you are so strong. Tell us what you are doing so the other chelas in the ashram will be just like you. He says, Guruvar, I saw the cows with the froth from their mouth and not being able to drink the milk. I was so hungry, so thirsty. I took the froth and I partake of it. And then the Guru is saying to him, well, if you do that, then you are oppressing the young ones. You cannot do that. So Upamanyu, like everything was a stumbling block in his life. And so too sometimes people feel that everything they do in the world is a stumbling block. They get up this morning, difficulty. They get up to go to work, is difficulty. And sometimes people get fed up. Well, Upamanyu, he started to get fed up. But mind you, Upamanyu had the drishti, he had the blessings of Lord Shiva at a very early age. And my dear friends, this one morning, he left the ashram. And leaving the ashram, my dear friends, tears in his eyes. Well, this morning, he was really hungry. Really, really hungry. He didn't want to oppress anyone. He didn't want to go and beg for charity. He didn't want to milk the cow. He didn't want to oppress the young calves, anybody. So what he saw a tree. And all the tree had on it was leaves. So he went under the tree in desperation and he grabbed some of the leaves and he began to eat the leaves. As the katha has it in Shiv Puran, that was a poisonous tree. And the leaves were filled with poison. And eating these leaves to satisfy his hunger. And don't tell me, my dear friend, that we have seen all our scriptures in the past. People like Bhagirath. Bhagirath stand and he did not eat any food for years upon years. Then he stopped drinking water. Then he stand up on one foot. Then he only eat fruits. Then he only eat leaves from the trees. So we have seen this attitude and habits in the past in our scriptures. So Upamanyu saw the leaves and he grabbed some of the leaves, offered it to the Lord, and he partook of the leaves. And partaking of the leaves, my dear friends, the leaf being poisonous, something happened to him. Netro ke jyoti kane ki baad bhi, he lost his eyes. He lost his eyesight. His two eyes, he could not see where he was going. And the cows would guide him. How would the cows guide him on this day? With the bells around the neck of the cows. And there he will follow the chime of the bell. And going, my dear friends, he went out in way part of the forest. And he was totally lost. Not being able to go back to the ashram in the end of the day, while walking, the cows and all get lost. And my dear friends, he fell into a well. Upamanyu fell into a well. However, it was parched and dry. A deep well, and he fell into there. And all the cows, they surrounded that well. And I'll tell you, my dear friends, the cow is a sympathetic animal, filled with sympathy. That is why Hindus adore the cows in a special way. And the cows did not leave him stranded. And being stranded in that well, Om Namah Shivaya. Does it matter, my dear friends, where you are to pray to the Lord? Does it matter in a situation have to be right for you to pray to the Lord? Does it? Some people feel like that. If the situation and environment is not right, then how could I chant? How could I pray? But again, my dear friends, we are being told, here, there, and everywhere. Once the opportunity is there, pour your hearts out. Now, my dear friends, this katha, I have all the Hindi here. It's plenty Hindi. And if I go to read the Hindi or read the English, I won't have time to explain this katha. It's almost 8:30 already. So in Shiv Puran, this katha is blatant and is saying that the Guru in the ashram, when the evening time came, he is going through all his shiksha, all his chelas. The true Guru does that. Parents, if you know your child go out in the night to lime or party or whatever it is, would you just go and sleep just like that? Huh? Do you? It is not in our nature. We would wait until they come. And you will make sure that they come inside. Maybe you'll ask a question, or maybe you'll be annoyed when they come home. You want to see them back home. And that is the responsibility of responsible parents. So is the responsibility of this Guru of Upamanyu to make sure, because he have other people's children there. And he did not see Upamanyu. And he's asking, has anyone seen Upamanyu? And nobody would answer. And instantly, they left the ashram. And they went in search, way, way in the forest. And the chelas, they are bawling out, Upamanyu, Upamanyu, and nobody is answering. The Guru is becoming very uncomfortable. The disciples are worried. And my dear friends, after they reach a certain spot, and they saw the cows, and the cows started to moo, as it were. And Upamanyu is saying, Guruji, Guruvar, Guruji, I am here in this hole. The Guru was so happy to have found Upamanyu. And finding Upamanyu like this, my dear friends, they fetched him out. But before fetching him out of there, the Guru speaks to Upamanyu. And he said, Upamanyu, what has happened to you? He says, Guruji, I was so hungry and I had nothing to eat. And I take some of the leaves from this tree and I partook of it. And I lost my eyesight. I cannot even see how to come out of this well. And then the Guru is saying to him, for the Guru had taught them in the ashram certain mantras. Similarly, the teacher will tell the child, go on the board and work out this formula. So formulas were given in the Guru ashram, Gurukul, and the Guru is saying to Upamanyu, I want you to recite the mantras from the Rig Veda and invoke the blessings of Ashwin Kumar. And Ashwin Kumar, in our scriptures, there are a few brothers. And my dear friends, they are versed in the Rig Veda. And they can bring back eyesight and heal the wound and so forth. Our scriptures have those formulas. So Ashwin Kumar came there, the brothers. And they are saying to him that your Guru has said for you to recite these special mantras. Have you recited it? And now that we have come to get you out of this well, we want you to partake of this. Well, here the word is used, pua. But it's not pua like what you just call family members. It is an ingredient, it's a mithai that was served by the special devas. And they said, we are sending this down for you. It is the blessed offerings. We want you to partake of it. And if you partake of this prasad, then your eyesight will come back to you, and you will be fetched out of this pond, return back to the Guru, and everything will be all right. My dear friends, the Ashwin send down this ingredient of the blessed offering. And what you think Upamanyu is saying? No, 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 I cannot eat that. Why can't you eat it? Ashwin is saying. Because my guru has not blessed it. It's only when my guru blesses this offering, it's only then I could partake of it. And the guru was right there, and the guru is saying, oh Upamanyu, I already partake of it. I already partook of it. And my dear friends, Upamanyu recited a very long astuti. And he says to his guru, he said, Guruji, I will never eat this. Only if I could see you in person bless this offering is only, but he's blind. How could he see? And when the Ashwin saw the devotion of this little boy, Upamanyu, that he had for his guru, they spoke. And they said, oh Upamanyu, because of the sincere devotion that you possess for your spiritual master, your guru, your eyesight will come back to you. And my dear friends, his eyesight did come back. And they fetched him out of that well, and he fell onto his guru's feet. And when he fell onto the feet of the guru picked him up. He mere Guru Deva Karuna Sindhu Karuna Kijiye. He mere Guru Deva Karuna. The guru blessed him. Now the guru is saying to the world and all the chelas, there is no bhakta like Upamanyu. He had seen Lord Shiva because of the words of his mother. Remember the mother said to him, I know that there is a person called Shiva who has all the milk in the world from his cow. Little did Upamanyu know that that cow was a bull, and bull don't give milk. But listening to his mother's word, he prayed to Lord Shiva. And when Lord Shiva came before him, Lord Shiva asked him, what you want, son? He said, I want you to give my home, let it be filled with milk, dud. So whenever I ask for milk, Mata nehi sote, my mother will not cry. She will always have that milk to give to me. The guru is saying all this. He had seen Lord Shiva. And because of seeing Lord Shiva, he is so intense and sincere as a Guru Bhakt. He is a Param Guru Bhakt. Yesterday, my dear friends, we celebrated Guru Purnima. And Upamanyu is renowned. You see, after the Guru Ashram is done, and you finish the Gurukul, you are let out into society. And the Guru is saying to Upamanyu, oh Upamanyu, you are free to go. You are free not only to go, you are free to embark and distribute the knowledge of our scriptures to the world. All these scriptural knowledge will come to you because of your steadfast devotion, because of the things and the type of life that you live. You know, my dear friends, sometimes we laugh at this. I used to tell people that if you want to become a doctor, and your father is a doctor, you don't just become a doctor, you know. You think because your father is a doctor, you'll become a doctor? You have to go to school and study and learn. Take the courses. If because your father is a lawyer, you automatically becomes a lawyer, then something is wrong. You have to go through the process. If your father is a pundit, you don't automatically become a pundit. You have to be educated. You have to be wise. You have to be ordained. All these things. But now the Guru is saying here in this katha today, in Shiv Puran, all the knowledge of which the saint and Mahatmas of the past has possessed, it will automatically come to you. So now we are being told something else. So yes, my dear friends, knowledge can be transferred from one into another. But it just can't come like that. You have to be worthy of such situation. And the Guru is saying, "O Upamanyu, it makes no sense that you remain in Guru Ashram. The time has come for you to go out." And after I did the research in this katha, I went and I did some checks. And Upamanyu started his gotra. And you see, we all have gotra. Everybody have their gotra, their lineage. And Upamanyu started his lineage in 3 places in Bharat. The Himalayan mountain, part of it was called Kedarnath. In the second place was Jammu. And the third place was Kashmir in India. And this Upamanyu, he installed great ashrams in these places. And the world today sing his praises. Not only because of who the kind of person he was, because in the month of Shravan, the Shravan Mass, as it is called, he observed the Brat to Lord Shiva. He worshipped Lord Shiva. And as I said to you, my dear friends, in the beginning, how many of us at this present time could go to the Himalayan mountain? You know, I went with my sister many years ago to Kedarnath. And after the helicopter dropped me up there, and I set foot on that place, and I look around in the mountains, I could have hold the skies, the clouds in that area. And I said to myself that Lord Shiva lives here. The place is flirting with vibrations. My dear friend, it is not by chance that these places like that. Upamanyu set his marks in different places. Kashmir is a place that there is war and fighting. But yet still, my dear friends, there are devout people who pray sincerely to Lord Shiva in this special time. So Upamanyu, my dear friends, he went on to live his life. And even though, my dear friends, he may have been extinct from the world, my dear friends, the teachings, his principles, his ideologies, and everything that he stood for, the importance of this period, the importance of this time. If a devotee, if a bhakta worship, sing the praises of that Lord sincerely, sacrificing oneself. Not only, my dear friends, that you have to sacrifice eating and drinking and all these nice things that we like, but my dear friends, Shraddha, we must have that faith and belief. And if we don't have the faith and belief, then, my dear friends, we'll only be spinning top in mud. So I want to emphasize, it has become very rampant in these modern times that people are having this Shravan Mass, the Monday worship of Lord Shiva. If you can find yourself in a place of such offering, do it. We are not able to do that. We are not geared for something like that. Find yourself. And if you cannot find yourself in a place like that, in the comfort of your home, remember Upamanyu, when his mother cajoled him and said to him, if you pray to Lord Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, he took up some stones from the ground and he made a pedestal. Take one stone from the pebble and place it on top. And he's offering water, one drop, toyam, one drop of water, and he's praying. I want to tell you, my dear friends, simplicity of heart is what the Lord looked for. Patram pushpam palam toyam, one leaf. One leaf, but do it with love and devotion. One grain of rice, one flower, but do it, my dear friend, that you do it with love and devotion. Ravan, the demonic king, he wanted to offer 1,008 lotus flower to Lord Shiva. And they had counted these lotus flower and placed it there. And my dear friends, when time to offer the 1008 lotus flower, it was missing. He couldn't find the 1008. And what he did? Ravana darpa vinashakalingam tat pranamami sadashivaliнгam. My dear friends, he took a sword and he got to offer his eyes to the Lord. Do you think the Lord wants you to offer your eyes? Huh? Do you think the Lord wants you to offer anything out of the way? The Lord wants you to be sincere. Love from the heart. That little boy, he championed the cause. And when the Lord Shiva came before him in a different form, he says, why have you come to disturb me? Get away from here. I don't want to see you. I want to see Lord Shiva. My dear friends, if we don't have that willpower, if we don't have that right attitude, then we're going to find ourselves in difficulties. So this month is a very powerful month. Everybody have difficulty and ailment. Everybody. Put your hands together. Sing with me. Om Jai 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 Mahadev. Sweetambar Pitambar Kati me Bhagambar Saje Kati me Bhagambar Saje Galamala Rundan ki Galamala Rundan ki Kar Damaru Baje. Om Jai 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 Ma. सजता बह गंगा उज्जवल चंदा नन सोहे उज्जवल चंदा नन सोहे उज्जवल चंदा नन सोहे स्वामी समाधि लगाए स्वामी समाधि लगाए त्रिभुवन बन मोहे. Om Jai Jai Jai. Om Jai 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 Mahadev. Neelakantha bhaktan hit tumne विष के पान किया तुमने विष के पान किया असुरों को संगर के असुरों को संगर के जग के त्राण किया. ओम जय 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 महादेव. रूप अलौकिक अरधरणीश्वर तुम हो त्रिपुरारी त्रिलोचन तुम हो त्रिपुरारी त्रिलोचन तुम हो त्रिपुरारी शिव शंकर प्रलयंकर शिव शंकर प्रलयंकर तांडव गतिदारी. Om Jai 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 Mahadev. Jai 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 Mahadev. Om Jai Jai Umapati Mahadeva ki. And so it is, my dear friends. This is my presentation for you tonight. The Lord is Antaryami. He understands your innermost desire. This is the time, Shravan Mas, is the time to unravel your desires. It's the time to beseech that Lord. That the atmosphere is pregnant with granting vardhan and devotion. If you are sincere, if you are honest, faith and belief, all your prayers would be answered. Thank you all for coming to join with us. May the blessings of Lord Shiva be showered upon each and every one of you. This is how we conclude. I ask you all to stand. Turn to the person next to you and say Sitaram to them. Sitaram, kaho re Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Everybody. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardanam yat pujitam maya deva paripuranam tadastvami tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Umapati Mahadeva ki jai, Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. Asan dijiye, please take your seats. There's a few more statements, my dear friends. There is Prasad will come to you and light refreshment shortly. My dear friends, on the 26th of August, we begin our Ganesh Utsav celebration. That is the Ganesh Utsav period. So on the 26th of August, we journey to the little store to get our murti. And from the 27th to the 5th of September, we'll have nightly readings. And then on the 6th of September, we journey to Shakville, where we'll perform our final Visarjan. All the setting is in place. We have already ascertained permission from the beach and so forth. So it's just for us to make final preparation. In doing this, my dear friends, on the 27th of July, that is the end of this month, right here at our premises, we'll have what is called Swar Sangam, and that is we'll have a bhajan mala from 12 noon to 7 p.m. at night. We have different singers that will be coming to join with us. And my dear friends, we are having this bhajan mala to raise some funds for the Ganesh Utsav period. And those of you who will, at the back, you will get your invitation for Ganesh Utsav tonight. And you will keep it, invite a friend. And also, my dear friends, if you would like to assist us in soliciting some funds for the Ganesh Utsav, you can take a form and they'll record your name. So, my dear friends, it is important for us to do these things to maintain the celebration in a nice manner. Also, my dear friends, I think there's a little sheet there we passed out for a little database that we're not too sure that if we'll have any more service before the Ganesh Utsav, but I think that they are talking about having one more service for Lord Krishna. That is for Krishna Janamashtami. And if it all goes well, then we'll meet up again for that celebration. So if you can leave your name, and usually we have our broadcast list and we send out our invitation. And we like you to thank you for accepting this invitation via that medium, and we do hope that you could share it from there. So bear with us again that we'll have meals, light refreshments for you, so you could partake of your refreshments, take your prasad, and return to your home safe until we meet again. You could follow our page, Swasti Vaachanam, and any updates we'll have for you, we'll have it there. I'd like to thank Latif for system tonight, and the boys with the live feed, the members of the group on Pandit Gyan for being here. So thanks again all, and God blessings to you. May you all return home safe and song Sitaram. For being here. So thanks again all, and God blessings to you. May you all return home safe and song Sitaram.